We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Nick's real talker, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars of b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see y'all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The cat lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our tempos like soldiers and train the planes, the Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuver and swim. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Nick's Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Nick shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Nick's Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Nick shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. Salute everybody, salute. What's going on? What's good? Nick's Real Talk. It's the recap. We in the building, man. Divine Shop Power gonna get in here and break it down. You know, Nick's Real Talk, we a vibe, but unfortunately, Nick's wasn't vibing the other night. So, you know, it's a different vibe in the house tonight. But let's talk about it, man. We get in here, get a pop, but let me be my partner in the building, man. My brother was good, Shop Powers.
Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Yes, indeed. Let's talk about it. Let's get it, man. Salute to Jay Marvin, man. What's good, Jay? Appreciate you coming in. Real talk. But Shop House, man. Let one get away from us the other night. Went down at MSG, 116-99. Minnesota Timberwolves came in there and played a good basketball game. Actually played a hell of a basketball game. And they beat us by 17 points. So, you know, tough game, man, and all that good stuff. So we get in here and break all that down. Just didn't have enough. You know what I mean? Obviously, Cat was a big loss for us, and it really showed in the box scores. Obviously, the two guys who pretty much had that position couldn't do nothing for us, at least that game compared to the Philly game. Thanks to Rudy Gobert, making it tough down in the paint for everybody. You know, I mean, that's why he the Stifle Tower. That's why he a two-time Defensive Player of the Year, and he put it on display last night because we didn't have nobody in that center spot can do what Cat do. Which was a big difference in the game prior to that Shop Power when we was in Minnesota, because the Cat was bringing Rudy Gobert outside all day, every day. You know what I mean? And fortunately, he didn't have to do that in this game because that's not Jericho Sims do. That's not what Precious Achua do. So they only got 6 points, and you know, we lost by pretty much the other 17 would have been Cat's numbers, hypothetically. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a tough loss, man. And obviously something we talked about Shop Power, and I cannot wait to say this. We talked about in a pregame show yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we said, I know I said out of my mouth, we cannot let Nas Reed just start hitting shots from everywhere. We literally said that in the show, on the pregame show. We even said that guy, do not let Nas Reed just start shooting threes all over the place. And sure happened in the game. Nas Reed was shooting threes from all over the place. You know what I mean? The reason why I say that, because I know our 3-point defense has been an issue right now so far, but that was absurd in a sense. You know what I mean? Disappointing to say the least, because them Cats was shooting from out there and there was nobody in there, whether it's because they was trying to pack the paint or they just wasn't on a man the way they need to be. But that's what happens when you don't bring your A game every night. You know, as we saw Ellico, we talk about it all the time when we on this show. You don't bring your A game, you can get beat, and I think that's what happened last night. And give Minnesota obviously a good team. That's why they are who they are. 22-19. I mean, you know, they got a good defense, and they put it on display last night, man. So we took an L, man. But other than that, man, just was one of those games where everything that we possibly could have talked about came to fruition, and it reared the ugly head for New York Knicks, man. So we just got to take it for what it is and move on to the next one.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna flip it up. Let's trade Tibbs Let's trade Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby ain't nothing. Jalen Brunson is overrated. Can't win without Cat. The bench ain't nothing. And fire Tom Thibodeau. That's all I see all day today. Through the internet. It's so crazy, man. The internet hotline or whatever you want to call it, the phone call or whatever you want to call it, everybody talking this type of stuff. Jeez, man, we are still we only got what is it, 27 and 16, 17? What is it, Divine?
27 to 16.
27 and 16. 27. We still 11 games over 500. We are still 11 games over. This team only played 40. What is that? 44 games.
43.
43 games. Come on, man. I understand all the stuff that's going on, and I understand why it's happening. And yes, we have deficiencies in some areas and stuff like that. It has to be addressed. I understand that. But man, I love Knicks fans, man. You know what I mean? I love it. And the game, we lost the game because we couldn't defend. And it wasn't even the defense of it was the 3-point shooting, man. They killed us from 3-point shooting, man. That Nas Reed, what he was, 6 for 7, 7 for 6, 5 for 6, something. He had some phenomenal numbers.
6
and
for
everybody
6.
else was, and everybody else was saying it too. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. You know what I mean? And the team wasn't ready for that explosion. You know what I mean? They came out ready to punch us back in the mouth from what we did to them early in the year when they were all healthy. You know what I mean? When everybody was healthy on their team, they had everybody, and we beat them down. Did Devo play that last game? No, Julius didn't play that last game.
No,
I don't think he did
Julius
play. Oh, that's right. That's when he had the 22 in the first half and shut him down in the second. So this is what I'm saying, man. This is one of the elite teams in the West. You know what I mean? They're one of the teams that's striving to make it into the playoffs and make it past the play-in into the playoffs and contend for a championship. It happens. We wasn't on our game last night. As always, what Devon says, you don't come with your we could beat anybody in the league, but if you don't come with if you don't come with your A game, get your butt whipped.
Yeah.
And that's what happened last night. I mean, they did not come out with their A game.
Yeah. You know what? And the reason why, like I said, other than I think the reason why the Knicks, to me, Shaw Powers did what they did last night is because, number one, Rudy Gobert in the paint, because Knicks shot 41. New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, shot 41 from downtown last night. 14 for 34, 41%. But they only shot 38% from the floor. Why? Number one, Rudy Gobert and Daniels and them guys, but also Rudy Gobert. Jericho Sims is not Karl Anthony Towns. Ladies and gentlemen, nor Pressure Achiuwa is Karl Anthony Towns. Look at who you put in there, Daddy. Them dudes is not Karl Anthony Towns. That's 25 and 14 a game. It is what it is. It ain't nothing other than that. We didn't have Karl Anthony Towns, but we did not guard that 3-point line last night.
Facts.
And that's all it is. They ain't got nothing to do with none of that. The Knicks did not guard that 3-point line last night. And me and Shaw Powers said it in the pregame last night. You cannot let Nas Reed just start throwing up 3-point from everywhere. We said the exact words in the pregame show. What happened last night? Nas Reed started shooting 3-pointer from everywhere because we knew that Knicks defense wasn't playing. They're not playing at their level. And it reared his ugly head. And like I said, without Karl Anthony Towns, you ain't getting no point production. My man, them had 6 points between two of them. 6 points between two of them. Pressure Achiuwa and Sim. So they just didn't have it that night. They had it the other night before that in Philly because both of them guys gave us a damn good game in Philly. They was getting down to Philly. But the person who was playing in the middle in Philly ain't the guy who was playing in the middle last night. That's Rudy Gobert, 2-time Defense Player of the Year, All NBA first team, the Stifle Tower without no Carl Anthony Towns, and we shot the well from 3-point. That means he affected that game in the paint. So that was pretty much the game in a nutshell. We didn't guard the 3-point line, and Rudy Gobert did not let that 2-point field goal area get over 38%. There you go. That's your game right there. That's it. Them the two areas that we lost that's that game last night, Shot Powers, because of one, our 3-point shooting defense and Rudy Gobert. Plain and simple. You know, Ant do what Ant do and all that. We ain't even talking about Rudy Gobert, the one won that game for them boys last night. Because we could not get anything down there. Nobody was getting nothing down there because he wasn't having it. You know what I mean? And that's what he do. You know what I mean? But like I said, the last game we played him, when we had Cat, he couldn't get that off because Cat had him outside all that day game long. You know what I mean? And then, you know, so it is what it is, man. But I think them the two key areas of that game last night, Shot Powers, we just didn't come bring our A game when we really needed it, ladies and gentlemen, on the defense side of the ball from the 3-point area. Obviously, you know, and it reared his ugly head. So, you know, we did to fight another man, and hopefully we be better on Monday when we play the Atlanta Hawks. But definitely there were the two prime factors in that whole game. You know, to me was that, nothing else. You know, them guys in the second quarter, you know, because even when you started the game, it definitely had nothing to do with tiredness because they just started the game. They gave up 28 points. Then they gave up 35 points. And you know, then they had a good third quarter. Then they gave up 35 in the fourth quarter. That's your defense. You know what I mean? It's just that them cats wanted it more. And after we beat them by 20-something the last time we played them, like Shaw Powell said, they definitely was coming out to get a win. They wasn't coming to have that, you know what I mean? And they played well. And you got to tip the hat to them, man. That's a good team down there. And Julius Randle and them, I'm quite sure as they get better and keep working on the game, that team gonna be pretty deadly when it comes down to the end of the season. That's a good team down there. And they didn't even have, you know, no DiVincenzo that night for them too. So you do got to tip your hat to them being a good team. But our team, you just know that we just missed Cat last night. Plain and simple. One guy that we needed at the position that got dealt with the most was the 5. It was the 5 position. Because there wasn't the 1 position. Jalen Brunson got it going there. And even McHale, and even though he had and though we had 18, that wasn't Randall didn't score more than so it wasn't a lot of them areas. It's just that one area, that 5 spot that the Knicks couldn't mess with them. Everybody else did okay, you know what I mean, from at least getting us numbers, you know, like they got their average. I mean, close to their average. McHale 15, Anunoby 18. I put up Brunson 26, and Hart 12, right? Well, the 1 position did not get no points that we needed the most was Town spot, the 5 spot. Carl Anthony Towns wasn't there and you ain't getting no points. So chop out, but you know what it is. You know, we next man up, they tried, but they just couldn't get it done. And I think they just had too much for them that night.
Yeah, I mean, but what it is in a nutshell, we did not. Usually, we're about 50% from the field goal percentage. I mean, we usually be about 50%. With 38%, and I mean, with 38%, I mean we wasn't getting no baskets going to the hole, no penetration, no extra dunks and all that other stuff that we usually get. That's what was happening. I mean, we couldn't get the way we could have beat that team was get out and run, grab a rebound and run. But he was down there giving hell on the defense too, on the offense too. When we go to grab for the defensive rebounds, I mean, he was, you know, down there banging, you know. So he had a couple of offensive rebounds. I remember at least 2. I remember. So he might have had more than that, but I remember at least 2. One he laid it back up, and I think the other one was a dunk. So, I mean, that's where we got killed at. And the last time, the reason why we outscored him so well is Cat brung him out of the lane. It opened the lane. It opened the floodgates. Everybody was driving. Everybody, 50. We were, well, if we go back to the numbers, I'm pretty sure we was over 48% from field goals from the last time we played them. I'm pretty sure that we were killing it down here. We was running amok. Yeah, we was running amok down here. And what happened this time we didn't have Cat. So it happens. You know what I mean? It's another thing, a lesson learned. We won't have to see this team no more this year. I mean, unless we see them in the playoffs. I mean, we got one, they got one. 50 win with 50% against this team. I'm happy.
Yeah. And the Knicks lost the game. They played a better game. I mean, they just played a better game, and that's what it should only be about. For that one night, the other team played a better game. Does that mean the season over? You know what I mean? It doesn't. You know what I mean? And so when you look at every like I'm really happy about, and it makes me feel good. Shop Power, no lie, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I can honestly say, when we come on these shows, I'm especially me and you, and when we talk about something, and then when we look at the flow of the game, it happens. It happens. We see it happen. That makes me feel good because we know we looking at what we see on the court and we applying it to the way the Knicks play basketball. And we knew that if they didn't play the 3-point line well, obviously that was going to happen. We knew if this thing don't happen because them parts of the game that's not there. And when we say Rudy Gobert, they're not going to be able to do too much with him because they are not, first of all, on their level. And they're not going to affect the game because they really can't score on him. You know what I mean? No matter who it was. I don't care who you put out in the team. Even could have went on the coaching staff. They wasn't scoring on Rudy Gobert last night. And he does that to a lot of teams. That's why they're the 7th defense in the East. In the West right now. And not in the West, in the NBA, they defense net 7th rating. It might go up a little bit tomorrow because they play good defense with him, McDaniels, Catman, get down, Conley, a savvy grindhouse veteran who could play defense too. They're gonna challenge you every time you get the ball. Ain't like they just gonna let you score. They play defense like that, And I think that's what a good defense. Bill Fitch is a good coach, ladies and gentlemen, and he's a good defense coach as well. And he got talent that hustle and get down. And when my man come up with now another thing I said, watch out for Dillingham. We said in the pregame show. We said, watch out for Dillingham. With Dillingham, they underestimated Dillingham's game, and he got it popping. We talk about it, we see it, we speak about it. And when it comes to reality, that means that we are looking at the game the way it's being played. So we could talk about it the way it's being played. You know what I mean? And last night, no Cat. Just they didn't have enough last night. They beat them with Cat. They lost without Cat. That's 25 points and 14 rebounds. If you can't replace that, then that means your team ain't get better. And we didn't have nobody even 2 people that can replace 25 and 14 last night. We lost by 17. There you go. Cat is who he is on the Knicks for a reason. He's not the reason we lost, but I'm saying him not being there is the reason why we couldn't we could have won the game with Cat, because we know what he got as production. We know they could have changed the game a little bit with Rudy Gobert, at least made it a little easier for us. Cat made it a little easier for the Knicks offensively last night if he was there instead of Gerald was sending the pressure to Chua. So not saying that Rudy Gobert wouldn't have did the things he's doing, but it would have been easier for us to score on him because that Cat would have put in there. So it's an interesting thing, man. But the flow of the game was interesting. Campaign had it going. Shop out. I was happy with his production. I thought Tibbs could have played him a little more in the second half, but for what reason he did, I don't know. I'm not the coach, and I don't have no idea, and I ain't gonna try to speculate or nothing. But I thought he gave us a big spark in that second quarter. He played well, man, and salute to him, man. I hope he can continue doing what he's doing. And I thought that was phenomenal. And like you said, we got 28 bench points. That's what's disappointing. You say get 25 or whatever, we got 28 because he had it going. But our defense couldn't stop that 3-point shot. And I think it reared his ugly head. And they shot 55, 22 for 40. And they shot good from the floor. So our defense didn't come to bring their A game last night. And I think it kind of helped them out last night. But other than that, Shop Powers, let's put up the stats, man. And we talk about that. Let me go to the box score and everything like that. And y'all guys can see for yourselves.
Brian, thank you so much for the super chat, Brian. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Brian, my man. Appreciate you, my man. Real talk. Thank you for the super chat, Brian. You see me rambling. Appreciate you, my man. As always, Brody. Thank you so much. Yes, Shop Powers. But that the box score, excuse me, let's just look at it the way it looked at it. 116-99. Ladies and gentlemen, here go the Rudy Gobert effect. First quarter, Minnesota 28, New York 21. Second quarter, we had a big second quarter, 38-35. Here go the Rudy Gobert effect. Third quarter, 18 points, 19 points. Fourth quarter, they had 35. We had 21. That defense held up to 21 points in the first quarter, 19 in the third quarter, and 21 in the fourth quarter. And we scored 117 a game. And that was Rudy Gobert, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Right there. And them 3 quarters, 21, 19, and 21. and you shot good from downtown. So what that tell you? That 38% in the floor that they held you in that paint in the 2-point field goal area. There you go. You know, we shot power. So we just got to make sure we correct that down the line, man. That's not Knicks scoring right there. You ladies, we don't get down like that. We use up 27, 28 a quarter. They often did what our offense normally do. So you know what I mean? So that's the sad part about it. That's what our offense normally do when they got it going. But like I said, Mikal Bridges, ladies and gentlemen, 39 minutes, 6 for 17, 3 for 7, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 15 points. Efficient game, but on the other side of the ball, I think that makes a difference than where Anthony Edwards was doing on that side. So that plus minus for all of them looked like that. And Nobi, I thought, had a very good game to me, ladies and gentlemen. He was efficient all the way across, and he snatched down 10 rebounds, hit some big shots in the third quarter to try to keep us close in this thing. 38 minutes, 5 for 10 from the field goal area, 3 for 6 from downtown, 5 for 6 from the Chatty stripe, 10 rebounds, 6 defense, 4 offense rebound. That's the Anunoby I want to see. But like I said, when Cat not there, you get to get more shots and get in a better rhythm because one of your main guys who normally get the ball is not there to eat up them rhythm shots, and Jericho Sims was there, so it helped him out, I guess, in a great deal. But other than that, he had a great game too, man. I can't even front. 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, minus 18 because the defense wasn't there for the whole team, but he had 18 points. That's the Anunoby game I want to see every night. Damn near, and that right there. If Anunoby can get back to that right there, and even if it's, I'd take 7 rebounds. But I love the numbers right there. 18 shots power. He had 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and only had 1 turnover. But he shot 5 from 6, and he shot 50% from downtown and 50% from the floor.
And the plus minus would be changed if we won the game. I mean, the plus minus. If we would have won the game, the plus minus for him would have been better. It was that Nas Reed being on the court and him being on the court. Points scored when you on the court. And I mean, he wasn't defending him, and Nas Reed was just shooting him for like 30 feet out, man. He wasn't even shooting him at the line anyway. I'm sorry.
No, you fine. I'll bear with that. That's what it is, man. Listen, Jericho Sims, 19 minutes, 0 for 2. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. His game was pretty just better. He was an even 0. I thought he played well for as what he tried to do, but I just think Rudy Gobert just had an impact on that whole game in the middle. But I was glad to see him put up a couple of shots, even though he missed them. I was glad to see him put them up, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Make an effort. I was happy to see that he did one of the few times that he's like, you know what? I'm going to try and throw it back up there, and he did it a couple of times. I was happy with it. You know what I mean? Because to know that that's what he got to do when you got an opportunity. Shoot the ball, man. Shoot the ball. He right there. He just missed him. I hope next time they might go in though, because it might not be Rudy Gobert down there like that. So he just got to keep shooting them. I thought them were 2 good looks right there though. But other than that, man, he was just a 0. He wasn't negative at all. So that's good. And I like his activity, man. But Jalen Brunson, 9 for 23. I think he had an off night shooting. And he only had 5 assists, 1 rebound, 2 steals. He had 26, but it was 9 for 23. I think that's a little bit, we would love to see maybe 9 for 20, something like that. You know what I mean? But it still is what it is, man. But he had 26 points minus 16. But Josh Hart, he 38 minutes. We thought he was going to be out for a minute. He came back in, but he didn't have a good offense night neither, ladies and gentlemen, from a finish standpoint. He won 3 from 12 from the field goal area, 1 for 5 for downtown. He had 9 rebounds, no assists. When the last time you seen Josh Hart without assists, and 3 steals, he was minus 24, and I can see why. And he just, I think McDaniels, and between McDaniels and them guys, I think they played some good defense on that perimeter against us, and we still shot 41 from downtown, but that field goal area defense was there, man. It was there. So, we only shot 38%, and you got to give them the flowers for making them shoot that percentage. But other than that, Predator 2 at 6 minutes, 9 rebounds, 3 for 10 though from the floor, a minus 3. Haka Purdy minus 2. Obviously, he didn't really get into the end. The campaign had a great game, man. He was the only Knicks plus. Rightfully so, 18 points, 4 for 5 from downtown, 13 minutes, 7 for 10 shot powers, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. I thought he was the reason why we had that second quarter that we had. I only wish that he could have did some more in the second half, and to see he had got limited minutes for what reason. I don't know whether the pace of the game or whatever, but he definitely had an impact on that. Out of all things, I want to say, I don't know why he did it. He might have reasons we don't know. but why Tibbs didn't let Campaign play some more? It had to be something he's seen on the court, or I don't know, matchup problem. I don't know what it was, but it could have been might have been more of a defense thing. You know what I mean? Because they was trying to defend these guys off. You know, because aptly we wasn't in the lead, they got in the lead. So I don't know if he didn't put Campaign in because he wanted to go more of a defense thing. But I do think Campaign still would have gave you a little bit more defense, just like Jalen Brunson the better for a few minutes. So that's one area I wish Tibbs would have probably did in that game last night, was let Campaign continue to do what he was doing, because he was cooking, bro, and he had the flow of the game going pretty nice for the Knicks. And then after that, you'll see why, because we only scored like 19 and 21 in the last 2 quarters of the game. But I think Campaign had opened up that floor a little bit, and so it is what it is, Shop Howard. But other than that, I wish we would have got some minutes. Deuce McBride, 19 minutes, 2 for 6, 0 for 4. Didn't have a deuce game. He was plus 1 because I thought his defense was decent. He had 4 points. Shop Howard, but not the box score we want to see from a game, but we had to live with it and get ready for the next one, my man.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. And what you said about Payne, I also think that he earned a couple more minutes. He should have took him out for about a blow for like a minute or 2 and put him right back in there, or let him stay in there when Brunson came in. When he subbed Brunson in and took him out, maybe he should have let Payne stay in there with Brunson for a little bit. He likes running that small unit in the back, him and Deuce, Brunson and Deuce. So he maybe should have let Payne stay in there with Jalen Brunson, you know what I mean, and left Hart sitting down for a little bit, you know what I mean, and for Hart, if you haven't noticed, that Miyagi stuff that I be talking about, that bowl and all that stuff with the fire and all that stuff, you see it already all over I think it's his left shoulder, the one he hurt last night. It's been ailing him for a little bit. That's why you see those circles on that arm. They were there 2, 3, 4 games ago, you know what I mean? So it's something agitated with that shoulder. That's why you're seeing that deep heat massage, whatever it's called, applied to that area. So that just made it worse. But he's a trooper. He shake it out and come back on the court.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once again, like you said, Divine. Once you said, Divine, we lost it in the defense. I mean, the field goal percentage down low, and not defending the 3-point land. And that's pretty much the bottom line.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I think that was in a nutshell. That's the way the game went. And now you just gotta retool and try to get refocused and win the game. Like I said, ain't nobody that I know right now is you look at the scoreboard right now in Boston, the Hawks got them by 7 in Boston. You know what I mean? Shit happened. The 76ers right now beating the Pacers in Indiana, and you're not even expecting that to happen. I'm not saying that's going to be the outcome of the game, but it's NBA, man. We wish our team wasn't doing it. We wish our team didn't lose, man. We wish our team could win every game, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. It's up to me and Shaw Powell and Knicks Real Talk. We think the Knicks is 82-0, but we also deal with reality. You know what I mean? We deal with reality. We know that they ain't going to win every game. They know it's going to be peaks and valleys in their season for now, but it's just because it's what's going on with their season. And you have to take it game by game, because we didn't think Cat would be out 2 games. You know what I mean? Sharp Powers, and just like Orlando didn't think that their dude was going to be out a couple of games, but shit happens. You didn't think Von Carroll was going to be out a game or 2 or a whole season. You didn't think this guy might do that, but it happens, man. So you just gotta take it game by game. It's peaks and valleys right now. We're just playing 500 basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I think I said that early before we went up the show. I said, listen, you can either win that game and start a streak, or you lose the game and we still playing 500 basketball. And right now, as of that game last night, we playing 500 basketball, man. We got to find a way just to get something going and not depend on Cat. But yeah, we miss him, but that ain't the reason why we should be losing. We should lose the game. That because we don't have Cat don't mean that we supposed to lose the game. I think we have enough down there. But last night we didn't have enough. I think when guys just wanted it more. They played hard. Like I said, we didn't play a bad game, but we didn't play the game that we need to play because of their defense was pretty on point last night. Like I said, Rudy Gobert is a handful, and that's why he got the money that he has gotten in his career. That's why Rudy Gobert is who he is in his career, and that's why he got the money he got, because he changes the game of basketball when you against teams. And that's why Minnesota at where they at. That's why Minnesota was in the Western Conference Finals last year. He had a lot to do with that, you know what I'm saying? So it was a tough one for us last night, man. We went up against one of the better defensive centers in the game, who literally could change the game because of just what he do. Like I said, we shot well from downtown, 41%. But obviously, when it got in the paint, like I could say, they only shot 38%, and that man had a lot to do with it. So, you know, we'll take that on the chin, man, and we just got to keep building and keep grinding, man. It's going to be a long season. It's always halfway there now. We passed a halfway point, and we just got to find a way to get back in the groove and win some games in a row. Not so much anything else for me. Just win some games in a row. You know what I mean? Get back to some winning basketball. And hopefully, you know, the day-by-day thing for Cat, you know, he get back. But if not, until then, with or without Cat, we got to play New York Knicks basketball for 48 minutes, man. And that starts on the defense side of the ball. New York Knicks just got to play defense. That's the number one priority. Anything else don't matter. I can understand what the offense went yesterday because you can't replace 25 and 14. So I get the offense point of it yesterday. But our defense got to come to play every night. And we can't use Cat. Don't have nothing to do with our defense at night because Cat don't affect the defense like that because he's not that type of defense guy. But our defense overall, we can't allow Cats to be dropping 3-point. We say it over and over at the beginning of the game. We said it again. You cannot let nobody be shooting 3-point shots like that on you, man. This is what they do in the NBA now. And then you know they doing it and they doing it. That's a problem. That's a problem. If you know they shooting it, and you still ain't stopping it, that's a problem. So, you know, they got to fix that. They got to fix that, man. Get up on these dudes, man. I don't care. Make them put the ball on the floor and go to the hole. And then you take everything after that you deal with. But you just can't let them get a ball out there and catch and shoot it. I mean, that's not defense whatsoever. So New York Knicks last night out there did not play no defense. They was letting them just shoot them. And I can't say it enough. Like we said in the pregame, don't let Nas Reed run them up. That's exactly what happened. It was just a defense 3-point collapse last night. Whether it's you want to blame it on Tibbs, then you blame it on Tibbs. But at the same time, I know Tibbs ain't guarding them dudes out there. Get your lady ass up in front of that dude's face and get in his grill and block it and make a hard on him. You know, and that's what it boils down to me. You know, you got to hustle. That's hustle, extra effort. Sometimes it take that shot powers, extra effort and hustle. But damn, like I said, Nas Reed was getting the ball out there with about nobody 5 foot near him.
Right. and shooting them deep.
Right.
Ain't nobody on him. And he's shooting it deep with nobody on him. He like, oh, I get the ball right here. I'll take the shot.
You cannot do that because, like I mentioned, Shop Powell, to know what mathematics is simple, ladies and gentlemen. 2 times 10 is 20, and 3 times 10 is 30. I'd rather give up 10 2-pointers than 10 3-pointers. It's a 10-point swing. Get on there and guard that line. You got to guard it. It's plain and simple, Shop Powell. You got to guard that 3-point line. That is the modern day NBA, and that's the way they get down. Steph Curry changed that game, so you should know this shit is coming. I mean, you know, if you could test it and they make a hard one shot, okay, I'll live with it. At least you could test the shot. Then it's different. But if you don't contest the shot, that tells me that there was a lack of breakdown, whether in the scheme or you not focused on the game and you ain't in the game. That's what I think it was, man. You know, that's all I can really see it being other than that, because when you know somebody doing something and you ain't stopping it, that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow for last night. That was my only key to the game. It wasn't about minutes and all that. It wasn't about continue to play nobody 2 minutes. They had 38 points in the second quarter. You ain't tired in the second quarter, but so you ain't tired in the second. I don't ain't about no 10 play nobody no minutes shit, because in the second quarter you gave up 38 points. Your ass can't be tired in the second quarter, or you in the wrong sport. So, you know, that's the bad part about it last night, Shot Powell. They just didn't bring their A game on the outside line, and it reared his ugly head. That's all.
Yeah, pretty much, man. And you know, hopefully some things will change around, and maybe you know, it'll be. I heard that Pacome has been called up from the G League, so maybe a reason for him coming up here. He might get some minutes, because we're missing some help in that small forward position on the second unit. I mean, and hopefully Tibbs, I mean, I'm not 100% about this. You know, all of us have heard the rumors about Sims, and he's getting the minutes because we need him to get the minutes. But we don't want to. We don't want another Shumpert to happen. We don't want Sims to get out there and get hurt, and we can't trade him, even if it's for a first round pick. I mean, for a second round pick, because that second round pick might can go with another piece on the team that could acquire you somebody else. So, you know, I would have liked to see Sims out there a little bit more. I thought he was a little bit more physical with Gobert. You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is, man. You know, he was definitely jumping high and doing things I ain't never seen him do, trying to score the basket and all that stuff. I was like, oh. But you know, maybe, you know, with that and pain, you know what I mean? It could be, you know, if you want to critique something, okay, I understand that. I seen it too. I mean, I seen that. I seen that Payne should have got more minutes. I seen that. I was wanting Payne back in there, so I understand where everybody coming from with that. I wanted to see Jericho. I wanted to see Jericho back in there because he played a little bit better against Gobert. Not that he was you know, doing a Mitchell Robinson on him or nothing like that, but he stayed in there and he tried to grab rebounds and he could jump. You know what I mean? Gobert doesn't jump; he just big. So if you jump for Sims, if he jumps up before Gobert jumps up, he may have a better chance of getting the basketball. Maybe. I mean, so I would like to see that. So I understand that. But you know, even with that being said, that's not where we lost the game at. I mean,
Facts.
of course, if Sims would have got 17 points last night or 14 points or something like that, it made it more interesting. I'd have been super amped about that. He'd have got 14 and Precious would have got 9. Yeah, I'd have been happy about that. You know what I mean? But that didn't happen. You know what I mean? And Gobert really showed that he was a two-time defender because he only shot 38% from the field goal. I mean, and we did not defend the three-point shot, and we haven't been good. I think we're 28th, 29th, 30th. We're real bad in the league against it. Yeah, we definitely down there in the low echelons. But I think we're 29th. I think we're 29th because I think 30th is Boston. I think Boston is 30. If I'm not mistaken, if that's the same one that I read, I think Boston is 30 and we're 29th in three-point defense. But Boston is shooting about 47% from the three-point land this year, so that makes a difference.
Yeah. You know what? And he said something that's important because it is important. The Knicks ain't lose because no Gerald Sims or pressure shoot.
Right.
Not from a tap. I mean, from a numbers we did, but I mean they weren't the ones cost of the game. What cost of the game was a 3-point shooting and the 3-point shooting and Rudy Gobert. That's it. Everything else leads up to that shot power. Anything you could think the Knicks did wrong last night, it leads up to Rudy Gobert and the New York Knicks 3-point defense. That's the game. That's the game right there. They let them dudes score all on 3-pointers, and Rudy Gobert did not let you score in the paint. And there you go. You could have put anybody in there. I don't care who it is on that Knicks team. You could have put the coaches in. They wasn't stopping them damn 3-point shots. You could have put anybody on the Knicks team out there last night. Any player. They was not going to matter. Them was knocking that down. They didn't do nothing about it. So, you know, it was funny in the sense to me. I was sitting there like, y'all cannot really sit here and think this dude was throwing this shit from everywhere. And nobody was trying to stop it. That's all that matter, man. You know, and so you know what? You take it on the chin to make the best team won. They won that night. That night, the better team won that night. That's all it really boiled down to. For that night, the better team won. Ain't nothing else to be said. And salute to Rudy Gobert, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, you get guys like this for a reason. So now you got him with and Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, and Mike Conley on the perimeter. That's a problem. Because the only one you cover a little bit for is Julius Randle. That's it. All the other four can defend like crazy. So, you know what I mean? And with a guy like Rudy Gobert back there, it makes it harder. That's why Shot Powell, I don't even want to bring it up because you know, people think why I talk about something that's not there. That's not the point. but we know what our team could be if that position wasn't in the situation it's in, put it like that. You know what I mean? He doing what Rudy Gobert literally doing what the Knicks missing. So it makes it now it makes it harder on our wings to have to defend because we don't have that back there.
Facts.
So now our wings got to even try to defend even harder. They because we don't have that interior presence to allow them other guys to do what they do. And you see what happened when you got an interior presence, a la Walker Kessler, Rudy Gobert, Mitchell Robinson. It allows your wings to play harder and better defense and really get at it because they know they got somebody back there that if for 1 minute they slip, we got them, but allows them to be more aggressive. They could do things they normally can't do when they ain't got a shot blocker back there. They can cheat a little bit, or they can give you a little bit more up in your face. It's hard to do that when you don't got that guy down in the middle. And I just think that we know a lot of teams make it because they got that guy in the middle. Look at the Atlanta Hawks right now. Clint Capella doing what we need. We had blocking shots, rim running, playing defense, and we missing that. And that's why the only hope we got right now to me is Mitchell Robinson. So that's why we keep talking about his name, not because we think he's the greatest gift of God. No, because we need him right now for what he do. And it only had to be a lot. It's more than what we getting. He give us than what we getting. Where's born? That's all it is. It ain't got to be about nothing else. He giving us more than what we getting right now, and what we not getting is causing us to do what happened to us last night. Simple mathematics, simple arithmetic. Without no Mitchell Robinson in the middle for the New York Knicks, at least last night without a cat, that's what happened. So listen, let's keep it $150, man. When you missing a certain aspect of your team and what makes it run, like if one of the spark plugs in your engine ain't in there, the engine ain't gonna run that good. It's gonna lose its power. Am I right or wrong? You got a 6-cylinder, one of your cylinders burn out in the car. What's gonna happen? It's not gonna run at the speed and the rev the way it's supposed to do when you got 6 cylinders in there. Mitchell Robinson just a cylinder. We missing that dude to get this engine, and I really believe that because he could do for us what he does do for us what Rudy Gobert does. He just does. And that's what everybody missing with this Mitchell Robinson thing. It ain't about nothing else. What Rudy Gobert did to us last night is what Mitchell Robinson do for us when he on that court. The same exact thing. The same exact thing. Even though Rudy Gobert might do it at his level more of this, but still, Mitchell Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, when you playing against the Knicks defense always up in the top 5 when Mitchell Robinson playing damn near. All the time. When Mitchell Robinson in the New York Knicks uniform, ladies and gentlemen, when he healthy, the New York Knicks defense is always in the top 5. That's all. Rudy Gobert is what we missing from our boy Shot Powers. If not, we got to find somebody to get him. I don't want to harp on that. I hope Mitchell Robinson walk up in his court in February. Shit, I don't even give a shit if Mitchell Robinson come back in March. I don't care. But I would love to see Mitchell Robinson in the playoffs against the New York Knicks instead of going down like he did because Embiid did him dirty. And then he had to play and couldn't do the Indiana thing. I just want to see Mitchell Robinson come back to help this team get their defense identity back, because with that man in the middle, it changes everything about the way them wings play defense, ladies and gentlemen. If you know basketball and you break basketball down for what it's worth, certain things have an impact on the way you do things. And Mitchell Robinson has an impact on the way the New York Knicks play defense basketball. He's been here doing it for 6 years. That's facts. So when he's not in that lineup because of what he do, everybody underestimate that shot. Not everybody, because a lot of people recognize, even the NBA recognize Mitchell Robinson's greatness when it comes to it. Don't get me wrong. The guys, the aficionados out there, the commentators, everybody know what the man could do. They know that, so I'm not gonna say everybody, you know what I mean? But they understand basketball. And all I'm saying is that. And I heard Jake Fisher say something earlier, and I agree with him. He said, listen, there's nobody on the market right now better than Mitchell Robinson. He was talking about even Vucevic and all of them, because I don't think people understand what Mitchell Robinson does in a basketball game. If you know basketball, that's all I'm saying. He is a presence that is the same reason like Rudy Gobert. Let's hope he come back, and if we don't, we got to keep playing without. We haven't played with him all year, but let's not make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Our defense is suffering without Mitchell Robinson. is suffering without Mitchell Robinson. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because no center we got on that team right now, not Cat, not Sims, and not Precious Achiuwa can even do what Mitch can do. Not even a half of it. If you watch the game of basketball and the way he affects the game, that's the part I think we all missing. It ain't about his skill set. It ain't about because he ain't know. It's why how does he affect the basketball game, Shop House? And he really affects the basketball game. You hear all of the guys who know basketball tell you in a minute. Mitch is one of the premier centers in the league because of what he does at his position. He do it good. 7 foot with a long wingspan, could block shots, rebound, defend the paint very well, defend the paint, lanky, all that. So we missing them, Shop House. I'm not trying to rant, but I understand why we losing on the defense side of the ball. I'm only making this premise from the defense side of the ball. Right now, our defense is not at, and I think Ananobi and McHale and them just don't have that backup. You're only good at the guys that you play with. Some of the best defenders in the world knew they had a guy next to them that can, even make them look better. I think Mr. Robinson is that guy. So let's hope he come back, Chop Out. I'm really looking for the next month, man. I hope he can get back in very well. If we don't, man, it is what it is. But he's one of the things I think that's really keeping the Knicks from being where I think they should be. And I think he's that one guy to me. The reason why the Knicks is not up there with Boston. Boston ain't even far behind us right now. We ain't far behind Boston. But if they lose tonight, they still got just as many losses as we got. You know what I mean? So it's just a time of the season where if you ain't on point, man, you can get your butt whipped. But right now, shit is happening to us, man. It's disappointing though.
Yeah, the Mitchell Robinson thing is something incredible. You know what I mean? When and if he comes back, when he does get back, when I'm hoping that when he comes back, he will probably start in the second unit to get his burn in his chest back. But I surely think if he comes back by hopefully end of this month, beginning of February, by the end of February, going into March, I easily see him starting next to Cat. Him and Cat in the starting unit, him at the center, Cat at the power forward, OG at the small forward, McHale at the shooting guard, and Brunson at the point. And as the minutes go down, then you take Mitch out 5-6 minutes, and you slide Cat over to the center. Then you bring in Precious Achiuwa. And I think that's how the rotation is going to semi go. You know what I mean? And at least with those three guys, I mean, you know what I mean, it could be another trade. I mean, another substitution somewhere else. But with those three guys, I think that's how it's going to go. When Mitch come out, Cat slide over to the center position. Precious comes in, and we really miss what Mitch. We know what Mitch can do when he's on the court. The problem that a lot of fans have with Mitch is he's not on the court. That's the bottom line, you know what I mean? And him not being on the court, you know what I mean, this time exactly wasn't his fault. It was not his fault. And with him on the court, like this team right now, in my opinion, if Mitchell Robinson was healthy at the beginning of this year, if Precious Achiuwa was healthy at the beginning of this year, if Larry Sherman was healthy at the beginning of this year, if we'd have started out with that 10-man rotation from the beginning of this year, it wouldn't be much to nitpick about what this team is doing right now because we will see it. Mitchell would have probably started as the starter in the second unit, but I'm pretty sure eventually you'd have seen Mitch in the starting unit, what we're talking about now, and those three guys pushing Josh Hart back to the second unit, and then we would have to figure out who that center is going to be in the. Now we would have some way to talk about Jericho Sims or Haka Purdy now. So it's a lot of things that could have happened different, and I reckon could have been different. It could have been worse, or it could be way better than what it is now. So, I mean, we just gotta hope that he comes back because a good Mitchell Robinson coming down the stretch with a good 35 games in plus the playoffs. You know, what I mean that changes exactly what you said. We missed that Gobert thing that Mitchell Robinson brings. I mean, and it's not about scoring. It's about intimidation. It's about not driving down the hole. That's where we get beat up at. Teams are 47 and better, league average and better on us in field goal percentage because they put pressure on us going to the hole. And with Mitchell Robinson, that slows it down. Everybody, or when Mitch is on the court, everybody goes east and west. When Mitch ain't on the court, they go north and south, and that's the difference.
Yeah, Sha, let me tell you something. Mitchell Robinson have been to the second round. How many Knicks have been to the second round twice?
Right.
Mitchell Robinson been a Knick. Mitchell Robinson been here, 6 years? About 400 teams. Mitchell Robinson been to the playoff 3 times and was dominating in a couple of series. That's what we missing, ladies and gentlemen. Mitchell Robinson went to the playoffs. He'd been there with the Knicks in 2 battle-tested series, and one of them he got hurt, unfortunately. And it reared his ugly head. Because like I said, and I'll say it again, no disrespect to Hartenstein and Jericho, no disrespect, but they couldn't do nothing with Miles Turner. Miles Turner ate Hartenstein and Jericho lunch in the playoffs last year. He wasn't doing that to Mitchell Robinson. Now I can't say that enough. He wasn't getting that off on Mitchell Robinson. He ate Hartenstein and Jericho Sims lunch, ladies and gentlemen, because we didn't have that tall, linky, dominating, rebounding force that can put a body on you. Just like he put a body on Joel Embiid every now and then. We don't have that this year, ladies and gentlemen. You can say what you want to say. Well, the Knicks are missing Mitchell Robinson. Like I said, Walter Kessler mixed 7 games in a row with 6 games in a row with Utah. Utah lost with 0-6 without Walker Kessler. The Phoenix Suns playing bum just went and got Nick Richards, and they beat the Pistons in Detroit today. And I guarantee you having that interior presence like Nick Richards on that squad made a difference for KD and them instead of having Jursev Nurkic who don't play no defense. Okay, let's keep it a buck. So now watch KD and with Nick Richards at the five now. Now they got a guy who could defend the paint and don't let guards run in there and just throw shit up in the paint all the time. Now you got somebody back there. Hey, nah, you're not coming in here with that. That's the difference, son. Shaw Powers, no knock on Cat, but you know when they go down the lane, they getting buckets. When they go down against Press Stewart sometimes, Press Stewart playing good defense, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not get it twisted, but I still don't think these guys who Mitch is went on the defense side of the ball, and I think it's ran his ugly head in New York right now because our defense just don't have that guy back there and to help my man Mikal Bridges and Anunoby and Hart and them be have a little bit more defensive help. So, I think it's team basketball is what makes a good defense, not 1 or 2 players. Team basketball, and I think Mitchell Robinson makes that team defense way better than it is right now. That's so let's hope he's still come back and to get it popping. But I think we miss him, ladies and gentlemen. It's showing in the games. It's showing in the games. Every time we lose a game, even we win a game, sometimes it shows where our point, the people's paints and the point against us. What's their field goal percentage down there against the Knicks this year? Why is the Knicks allowing this team to shoot 50% from the floor? It got to be a reason why that's happening. And I think that team defense is not where it need to be right now. And I believe it to get better, but it damn sure ain't there right now, Shaw Powers. That's all I can say. It just ain't there, bro. That's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. And you can see it coming once Mitch gets back. And I mean, you take, that they'll get early when they first get in there, they'll get 4 or 5 minutes together. And I mean, 2 to 4 minutes together. Then the next time you see them on the court, they'll get 4 to 8 minutes together. And then soon before you know it, they're going to be starting, together. And I mean, and no knock on Josh Hart. I love what Josh Hart has done and how he's performed this year and stuff like that. But if you put OG back in his position as small forward, and you put Mikal back in his position as shooting guard, and you put Mitch back there as the center, now you're going to see where the wing stop really is going to come from because of what Mitch brings to the table. And I mean, and what's going to be even more fantastic about that, Karl-Anthony Towns still gets down there and grab rebounds. So now when you got a man that's flaring out and Towns want to drop back when Mitch steps up, now you got Towns in the background. Where he does best is block shots off of other players. I mean, so Mitch get a little bit of beat, and Cat could be right there to help out Mitchell Robinson on the defensive end going to the basket. That makes us stronger. 2 7-footers in there, and and that also puts all our guys on from the small forward to the point guard at 40%, almost 40% from certain areas on the court. And I mean, shooting 3-point shots. Up at 38 to 40%. I mean, that makes us a little bit more lethal shooting the basketball and the ball again. around. Yeah, and to me, I don't know. I'm just running my mouth too. I think Mikhail will work out wonders with Mitchell Robinson. He played with Claxton, and then him and Claxton kind of had some similar game. Claxton is a little bit better on the post, but over the top, they play very well together. I think they could work out something beautiful if they get time on the court together.
Yeah, absolutely. I listen. First of all, Mitchell Robinson played for the Knicks. All these players we talking about don't even play for the Mitchell. For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson played for the New York Knicks. Until he don't play for the New York Knicks no more, then ain't nothing else to be said. But Mitchell Robinson is one of our guys in the orange and blue jersey that just happened to be injured. That's it. He ain't no bad player. He ain't no negative player. He's not this. He just one of our key cogs who just happened to be injured. Mitchell Robinson did all he can for his situation, Shaw Powers, as a New York Knick to go out there every night and play basketball. He's just an NBA basketball player who happened to have a little bit of tough of an injury history. Do you know how many players in the NBA that had injury history that went on and still have a good career? Mitchell Robinson ain't the only dude that been injured like this. Look what happened to what's his name? Joel Embiid. What, 2 years in a row? Like he didn't miss the whole rookie season. I mean, it's dudes who get injured like Mitchell Robinson. Joel Embiid getting injured more than Mitchell Robinson do, and make $200 million more than Mitchell Robinson do, and he be off the court more than Mitchell Robinson do. I could name a bunch of guys who be off the court who get Zion be off the court just as much as Mitchell Robinson do. All these dudes. And look where they team suffer. Now, I'm not comparing his game to these guys. I'm talking about how important they are to their organization. I don't care. I'm a Mitch Homer, bro. I'm a Mitch Homer, and I love young men like that who go through all that controversy, all them trials and tribulations, just bad injury. Now, damn, I can't see the man ain't asking for the fucking injuries. He ain't asking to be injured. Shit happens. The man get injured, and it sets his career back. But it's a lot of guys out there like Mitch Shaw Powell. That's what's so disappointed by everybody talking about he don't never play. You think Mitch the only person in the NBA don't play because he injured? It's the NBA. All of them do that. And there's a lot of them still out there doing that this year. So injuries happen. It's a physical sport. And you know what? You go out there sometime, you get hurt. Shit happens. But Mitchell Robinson has been a well, how would I say, respected young. I'm glad to have him in there from his character standpoint. You don't see Mitch out there disrespecting the organization, or you just see the young man grow up with the elevation from a second-round draft pick out of high school to made a 6 year with the New York Knicks, and he's been here working his whole career. Again, Mitch Robinson, I'm happy to have him as a Knicks fan because I know what this man do for the Knicks, and I know the trials and tribulations this young man went through just to be able to feed his family on the NBA level. Shit happens. The man get injuries. It sucks, when we hit him, but it's a lot of dudes in the NBA that do what Mitchell Robinson do and did it even and had it worse. And look at what Jonathan Isaac went through. Look what Jonathan Isaac went through with the Orlando Magic. Look at him now. And he's healthy, and Jonathan Isaac is making a big impact down there in New Orlando. So we hope to have the same thing with Mitchell Robinson. Well, hopefully he come back and Mitchell Robinson have an impact and help the New York Knicks get to where we want them to go. And make no mistake about it, I can't wait till he get back because I think he's going to make this team better. And that's all that matters. Anything else is just noise. It's just noise. That dude played for the New York Knicks and wear an orange and blue uniform just like every other player, and he go hard every night. Mitchell Robinson don't cheat the game. The game just kind of cheating him right now because of his injuries. That's all to it, Shaw Powell. Real talk. It's just like, you get enough, man. Come on, man. It's crazy, man. You must don't watch the basketball we watch. That's all I can say. I ain't trying to be, ain't about knowing nothing like that. But really, though, it just get annoying when everybody don't throw the facts out there about certain things, man. Throw the facts out there and look at his numbers. Look at what he have done. Base that off the numbers. Other than his ability, being able to play because of injuries, there's nothing to talk about Mitchell Robinson. Nothing. Shaw Powell, because everything the man do benefits the Knicks. Since he been in New York, the Knicks have been to the second round twice when he was playing. When he didn't play the first time we went, we got took out in the first round by Atlanta. Mitch didn't even play that. Mitch didn't even play that series. In the series he didn't there, Noel did an all right job, but Noel ain't Mitch. That's all I'm saying. So I'm having fun with it, but man, listen, Wait till we come back, ladies and gentlemen, and watch what happened with the New York Knicks. I'm gonna keep it like that, Shop House. Wait till Mitch get back, and then we really had a conversation. Right now, it's crazy. That cat can't get down, man. And like I said, the last time he got injured, the man got pulled down to his legs. But like I said, there's a lot of NBA players, ladies and gentlemen, that have gone on to still be able to make a living and do well by themselves. Remember, he did play 72 games, a couple of years ago, Shop House, contract year. He played 72 games. The guy got a bad, I guess his body parts are just not thorough, you know what I mean? So we just got bad ankles. I don't know what the fuck we want me to tell you, but damn, come on, man. Don't beat the kid up like that, man. He good. Mr. Robson good for the Knicks, man. He Joakim Noah for the Knicks. So, you know what I mean? Let's do it, man. But anyway, man, we got the dudes Monday, man. We got a big payback game Monday, Shop Hours.
We finally get watch this. We finally get a day off. Oh snap!
Right. 2 days.
We finally get a day off. Shit. I don't even know.
We like I know they like, man, I don't even know what to do with myself. Hey, my man, them could have had 2 roommate podcast shows today.
You know what I mean? It's another get back game, and we'll be ready for it. You know what I mean? We'll talk about it more on Monday. It's a game that I'm going to try to, gather some information, try to will on Knicks to win in the game, and hope that they can fulfill the aspirations that I have in my head. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, man. We just got to get back to winning basketball, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm rooting for. I'm looking for Knicks to get back some winning basketball and try to stay healthy until we get to the playoffs. That's all we just got to do. Every game, I don't, no matter what, you ain't gonna be on your best some nights. You're gonna be on your good some nights. Like I said, every night we ain't here. You win the game. When you win the game, you don't hear the timetable fire. You don't hear about they played too many minutes. You don't hear about they need to trade this dude. But the minute you lose that game, then that's what it is. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. I don't get too serious over. Hey, everybody fan the hell that way want to fan. I can't get y'all. Don't pay me to fan for y'all. I don't fan for y'all. Y'all fan any way you want to fan. That's what you feel. Use what you feel. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. We just so we feel a certain way about. I feel a certain way about the player that I love. I'm a Mitch guy. I love what Mitchell Robinson do, but I also understand what he can do. So I'm really big on Mitch. I've been Mitch since he came out of here. When my man Scott Perry drafted in 2018. You know what I mean? That's all. Just we just want to come back and help this team win, man. That's all I want. Everything else don't matter to me. You know what I mean? I just want Richard Robinson, if he's gonna be able to come back to the New York Knicks, come back to the Knicks and help us in that center spot. And that's what's most important to me. Help bring the dynamics a little bit more. I want the Knicks. I know the Knicks can't go nowhere right now without somebody like Mitch or Mitch Shop Howard. I don't think our defense is strong enough to go deep without Mitch or a guy like Mitch. That position right there is one of the most vital parts of a defense basketball team is that frontline defense. You know what I mean? And then our frontline defense is just ain't there. And and so hopefully if he come back healthy, he ready to go. And if he don't, hopefully it's another person. But and like I said, and for all these trades, it don't matter who we want the Knicks to get. That don't mean they could get them. Knicks could have. Did we say get Nick Richards? That don't mean that the Charlotte Hornets want anything that we had. Charlotte Hornets I don't even got nothing I want. And they might have got a better deal for Phoenix. These ain't guaranteed. And we can want anybody in the NBA. As the other 29 teams might want or two. And if you don't have enough assets to beat the other team, obviously he ain't gonna go to you. They're not gonna deal with you. It's a business. So I mean, we know right now the team might don't have what we want. Who to say Charlotte might didn't want Jericho Sims? Charlotte didn't want Pressure to chew it. Just like we think, if we think he sucked, they might. Then why would they want him? If we think the guy sucked, why would the other team want him? Unless they might feel like, nah, if you think he scrubbed, then why would I take him? So sometimes you gotta hope that the people who you are negotiating with, making deals with, is willing to play game, because it takes two to tango. So, and if they ain't willing to tangle, then we ain't dancing. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, so it's a lot of variables with this shit, man. I just think that the Knicks will be all right. They'll make a move if they need to. The Knicks will, if Leon Rose, I trust what everything this man did since he's been here. If Leon Rose think the Knicks need something, I think Leon Rose will go out there and get it. That's all I think, Shop Powers. And if we need somebody, I know Leon Rose them go get it. So if I don't think, listen, Them dudes know more about this shit than we think we have. I know them guys got a plan. Leon Rose always had a plan when he came in. I think he got a plan. And sometimes patience is a virtue. I think you got to wait and see, because you just can't trade Mitch and think another team going to take him. They might think the way you think. Nah, he damaged goods. We don't want him. The same way y'all thinking, what makes you think the other team ain't think about it like the way y'all think about it? We don't want him. He damaged good. He never played. So the other team might be like, well, I don't want him. So it's hard to trade him.
Yeah, or I take him and let me get 5 second-round picks, or 3 second-round picks. You know what I mean? Plus Precious. Let me get Precious too. It's willing and dealing, you know what I mean? And something may pop off, you know what I mean? Maybe a small thing. It may be something that happened in March, you know what I mean, where we can move some money and open up a spot and bring somebody else in here. Or maybe we'll make a move and you know, I'm not gonna say I hate this trade, but it's a viable trade. Jericho Sims for Alec Burks. We need somebody in that second unit that can score the basketball. And I mean, Alec Burks is playing pretty good this year, and he played very well for us in the playoffs last year. And I mean, don't forget, I think Alec Burks, what he had, like 27 points in one of them games or something like that last year. After he started getting going, we didn't know his shoulders all messed up and all that stuff, but we found out, and he got it back in the swing. You know, maybe that could be something that can happen. Maybe it could be a couple of things, or it could be nothing, and we wait for Mitch to come back. And then we run this same. Then you'll start maybe bringing up Patty Pacone might mean something. I mean, who knows, man? We'll see in the next couple of weeks. It's only 2 weeks away. It ain't like it's like 14 weeks away, 5 months away. It's right around the corner. And you know, it from before, you know, knowing about Leon Rose, he usually likes making it a little bit before the trade deadline. I'm surprised if he didn't have a deal already in play. He usually does it right around now. You know what I mean? So who knows? This week we may hear something come out, and you know, maybe two new players in here. We move Jericho Sims and Mitchell Robinson, and we get Valanciunas and have some money to bring up Warren from the G League. Who knows? And maybe even with the Mitchell Robinson trade, get somebody else from Washington. We give him back their first round pick. We get him, and I don't even know who's on Washington good enough to, but we need a small forward. And I mean that second unit to run a. Right now, it doesn't seem like Tibbs is running Shaman that much, so I still got to say that second unit needs a small forward. So I'm still all on that second unit for this month, and you know, hopefully they get fixed so I don't have to keep running my mouth about the second unit.
Yeah, second unit and the first unit need some 3-point defense. That
you know what I mean.
Let's keep it a buck. That needs a 3-point defense. I don't care who out there. Mitch could be out there. Mitch could be out there too. Them over there stopping that 3-point defense. I don't give a who you put out there. Knicks better get a popper from out there, ladies and gentlemen. But listen, man, it is what it is. Like I said, I believe Leon Rose will strike when he needs to strike. Listen, I ain't backing off where I think this team gonna go. I don't care about these little peaks and valleys, because like I said, it's the NBA. You can win one day, you can lose the next day. It's the same way. It don't even matter. And when this team get ready to go into late April, beginning of May, they just better be ready. Until then, we'll take all the good nights with the good positive talk and the bad nights with the bad talk. We could talk about all the good things when the Knicks win, and we could talk about Tibbs and fire everybody when they lose. I don't even care about all that. But I know when April comes, when it's time to get in that 16 field, we better be ready. That's all I was saying. So we just better be ready in April when we get to that dance. All this in-between stuff is just fandom. It's just let's love on your team, and you want them to be good every night. And unfortunately, they can't be good every night. So this is what happens when our team don't play good one night and they play good one other night. We're going to get the type of banter that we normally have amongst Knicks fans. It's going to be some when we have a good night, we're going to talk about how great the team is. The minute the team lose, then we're going to talk about how bad they were, or how bad this dude is, or he ain't good, or he should be traded. I get the part. That's why I try to stick to the game. We lost the game. But all the other stuff, like I said, I don't listen to scratch CDs, and I don't listen to chip records, because it keeps saying the same thing. So I don't listen to them, because it's annoying. So when my CD scratch, they keep zip it, zip it, zip it. When I start hearing the Tibbs every time we lose, zip it, zip it, zip it. It's just not what I do. So it ain't no big deal. To each his own. But I admit, come on, man. Right now, Knicks got to go out here Monday and get this basketball game, ladies and gentlemen. We got to find a way, with or without Cat, to try to win these games so we can stay where we at until we get till we either get healthy by trade or by injury heal. The only thing we can do right now in New York is hope that through trade something happens, or Mitch injury heals and he comes back and has an impact on our team. That's about the only thing we can do, Shop Powers, in New York right now. I don't think there's nothing else to be said. We either make a trade, Cat get back, or we got to go with Mitch. And I think I'm good with either way. I'm good. If you trade Mitch, I ain't got no problem with it. As long as you get somebody that's going to help the team. If you keep Mitch, I ain't got no problem with it. I know he will help the team. So it's a win-win for me. So if you trade Mitch, just bring in somebody better than Mitch, or somebody gonna, if not better than Mitch, but impact the game, impact the team to help us win. So if that's the case, I don't care who it is. As long as whoever you bring in here gonna help this team get to where we want them to go. That's really all that matters. Whether it's Mitchell Robinson or no Mitchell Robinson, whether it's anybody. Long as in April, man, we ready to go ahead and get a pop and Shop Powers, and we got to make the shit happen. So let's get out here and get it. You know what I mean? That's all it is. And let Leon Rose cook, man. No, come on, man. Leon Rose been cooking since he's been here. Let him keep cooking, y'all. Give him time. Patience is a virtue. Rome wasn't built in one night. This is the process. You know what I'm saying? Let the process play out. You know what I mean? And if we don't go according to the way you thought it would go at the end of the year, then you can call them out, right? Am I right or wrong, Shop Powers? If the season don't go the way you want it at the end of the year, you can say the Knicks failed. That's all you can say. And if it go the way you expect to go and they work out well, the Knicks did their thing. And I'm on they did their thing side. So, now I'm good with my boys, man. We just in the slump right now. We all right. No Cat, no 24, 14 points, Shop Powers. With Cat 25 and 14. No Cat 24, 25 and 14. You're not getting. It's cool. It's all good.
And with the caveat to that, no Mitchell Robinson, no 5 offensive rebounds, no Mitchell Robinson, no 4 defensive rebounds, no Mitchell Robinson. Last year before he left, he was still in the basketball, like 1.2 steals per game, about a block. I think it was 1.2, so almost one full block a game. We're missing that. We're missing that interior defense. And I mean, like I said before, man, teams with Mitchell Robinson, and if you don't know it, teams, when they come to play Mitchell Robinson, they go east and west. They don't go north and south. How many times you see somebody really contest Mitchell Robinson? You know what I mean? Not often. And if they go in to contest, they definitely go in there to pass the basketball. They ain't trying to go in there and just try to dunk it on Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? You might get past him, and you might lay the ball up. You might be I was about to say Julius Irvin. You might be Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? He's fantastic off the spin off the back of the backboard. So you may get that shot up. You know what I mean? But it's going to be a contest. That you're going to bet. It's going to be contest on it. You know what I mean? You may get that point, but it's going to be contested. It's going to be a hard one. You'll be like, with no foul, just rough. So it'll soon come. You know what I mean? And if they make a trade or whatever they're going to do, we'll find out in the next week or so. I think by this the week going into the end of the month, we'll hear some will spring out there. There was a whole lot of stuff about Nick Richards. We ain't got that choice no more. And I mean, now it turned to Valanciunas. I like Valanciunas. I wouldn't mind him in the second unit, but I'm not sure if I really want Valanciunas. In my opinion, I like Valanciunas. I think he could show up here, get 10 and 10 for 20 minutes, exactly give Cat a blow. But you won't, in my opinion, I don't think you see Valanciunas and Cat on the floor together. That I don't think you see.
Yeah. Right. You know what? I think if the Knicks make a move, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it got to move the needle. I ain't trying to make no lateral moves. A lateral move don't do nothing. You should have kept what you had there. So I get the Knicks Richard thing, but that to me, the Knicks might think that's a lateral move. Like trading for Knicks Richard is not going to put me in contention. If I have to give up these many players, because you're going to have to wind up giving up. No, you just give up Preston Stewart. All right, so you give up Preston Stewart for Nick Richards. If that trade was available, if they were willing to do it, see, I could see a contending team who might need salary relief taking them picture of Preston Stewart because it's an expiring contract. They say, you know what, I know he can help us for the next 30 games or 40 games, hopefully in the playoffs. Somebody might take a jump on guys like that, but I think we don't know what's out there. I mean, see, all we do is speculate. We always speculate. We don't know. We ain't in it. We ain't even in the business. A lot of us guys on this panel and on these chat forums, we ain't like we up in the mix where we know where's that. So we only speculate, and it's fine. It's fan speculation, but when reality sets in, it ain't that simple. And I think the front office figure out they just gotta, wait. But I think they're gonna do something. Shot Powers. What they're gonna do, I have no idea. But I hope it's not a lateral move. That's all. I mean, if you're gonna make a move and all they're gonna do is make you the same, then I better keep the chemistry and the cohesion. Because if it's a different move that's gonna make us better, I'm willing to sacrifice a little cohesion and camaraderie for another talent that's gonna help us win. I ain't got no problem doing that. But not no move that's gonna keep us the same. And you just took away some chemistry. I don't know. So it's a rough place to be in for them guys, Shot Powers. It ain't hard being. It ain't need to be in gyms and being. That's why they get paid the money they get paid. You know what I mean? It's a lot of tough decisions to get made in this game when it comes to these players and their agents and what they willing to go. I don't want to go here. That because you want a guy, he might I don't want to play in New York. You know what I mean? So you might not get guys you want. You might you would hope you can get them. But them guys might I don't want to go there. Do me a favor. I've been good to this organization. Y'all traded me. I didn't ask to get leave, so just don't send me there. You know what? Then that guy don't go there because they gonna show his respect and his loyalty to him, to them. And he said, "Nah, okay, I won't send you to New York." So it happens. You know what I mean? Them the things we got to look out for as well. It's like sometimes you might want somebody and it might not be in the car because they just don't want to go there or they don't got enough picks or they don't got enough trade value. The guys that you want to send me, I don't want. So it's tough. It's tough sometimes. So we'll see what Leon Rose will do. So far, he's been good at what he's doing, Shot Powers. I can honestly say that. So far, so good. I'm not happy with the Cat trade. That was a good trade. I don't have no problem with that trade whatsoever. I think it worked out for both teams. And you obviously seen it happen. It didn't work out for us last night because he didn't play. If he would have played, it might have worked out. But overall, I think that trade was good. I think the McHale trade, I'm happy with that. Them picks, like I said, I think he's that talent. I see what he do, man. I'm glad we got him. We just got to get it together, Shot Powers. We just got to come together and hope these guys get healthy and Cat get healthy, get that thumb together. And only Knicks knows what they want him to do. What he only know how he feels. Let's hope that they all come together, man. We want the guys to win something, man. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for the New York Knicks hard, Shot Powers. Hard, bro. Because I believe in what they got down there, and I love what they got down there. And in the last 5 years, they haven't disappointed us. Knicks fans can be happy the last 5 years. We ain't been happy in a long time. So I'm excited about what's going on in New York. And I know it ain't it's peaks and valleys. And like I said, it takes time to get to the mountaintop. But I think they headed in the right direction. I do think the Knicks has headed that direction towards championship. Let's hope that they can fulfill it. But I'm happy with it so far.
Yeah, I'm. What can you say, man? It ain't much more to be said. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? And we go as far as how far the team goes, health wise, coaching wise, and front office wise. You know what I mean? If everybody thinks that we need a trade and they don't make a trade, then what you gonna think then? You know what I mean? What you gonna think then? If they do make a trade and it doesn't pan out, what you gonna think then? You know what I mean? You want to put the young guys in there, but it doesn't pan out, or it does pan. If it pans out, it's a bonus. But what if it doesn't? What if it takes these guys that's playing in the G League heavy minutes 4, 5, 6 games to actually bring some of that game from the G League up here? And we're up in points, 5, 6, 7 points, and they're in 4 minutes, and then we're down 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, we're down 3 or 4 points. I mean, makes a difference. I mean, and I'm not knocking anything or how they run the thing. I criticize Tibbs too because I would like to see Hakaporty and all these guys. But if Tom Thibodeau don't think that they're ready to get out there and play basketball, who am I to say that they need to be out there? I would like to see them out there. I'd love to see Hakaporty out there. Maybe in the second quarter, from the 8 minute to the 5 minute, and then you bring back the starting so he could get 3 or 4 minutes in every 2 quarters, so he gets 6 to 10 minutes a game. I love to see that, you know what I mean? But those big 6 to 10 minutes may cost us the game, or it may bring us, it may bring us a win. So, I mean, I would like to see those things like that, but we don't got IQ on the court no more. We don't got Grimes on the court no more. We don't got all those guys that I just mentioned. We don't got RJ no more. All those guys are first round picks, pretty much. I think Grimes might have been. No, I think Grimes was 25, right? He was in the top 30. Yeah, I think he was like 25. So those are all first round picks. That's why we got to see those guys so much. These guys that we got in this from this draft, let it be known. All these guys are second round picks. Patty first. I think Patty may be a first round. No, he wasn't, right? So everybody's a second round pick, and Haka Purdy was the 58th. I think he was the last pick of the draft or close to it. You know what I mean? So these guys, right? You know what I mean? So these guys are all second round picks. You know what I mean? You want these guys to get good, get better, but that's why we got a G League right now. That's why we got a team in the G League, so they can try to get their game together, utilize the skills that they got to keep them flowing. And when they're ready and their bodies fill out a little bit more, they're going to be pumping more weight and doing all this stuff. So when they come back next year, maybe you get some more minutes. That's at least the way I'm thinking about it. So I'm happy with I'm happy with what the Knicks are doing right now. And if there's going to be a trade, they'll be coming up real soon. I don't think they're going to wait till the 7th. That last day, not like that. I don't think the Knicks. I don't remember the Knicks going that far to make a trade. So I think it's gonna. Josh Hart came around December, end of December. OG last year came around New Year's. You know what I mean? So something may be falling. You know what I mean? It's not always what we want. It's how we can pay for it. So Brock Aller got to really crunch those books and all that stuff to make sure that we can make a trade, so we don't be in that second apron and stuff like that. So that makes a difference as well.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of it, man. You might want to aspire. You might don't want to trade. You might want Mitchell. Here's why. Here's another way I can understand why they keep Mitch. Let's say Mitchell Robinson comes back and has a dominant end of the season playoff run. His trade value in the summer is even better. So sometimes you don't want to trade midseason in his trades, because sometimes you might get a better deal in the summer. So it's because number one, it's a spying contract. Number two, the team got to see him play for a couple of months. Say, okay, am I willing to take a risk on that $12 million spying contract, regardless of what happens? Then they say if he wind up playing 50 games or 60 games or 40 games, they still might be happy with the $12 million shop house. You know what I mean? So it's really about a lot of variables to this stuff, man. And I think the Knicks gonna be fine. I think they're gonna be. I think they go out there. If they feel they need a trade, they will make a trade. I can see them doing it, and I can also see them not doing it, because they only know what's behind them walls in Terrytown and MSG. They know. You think the Knicks didn't know about? You don't think the Knicks knew about Mitchell Robinson wasn't going to play until the end of the? They already knew that. So if the Knicks felt like they needed to do something, they would have did it. But obviously, they didn't do it because they believe in what they got. They could have traded Mitchell Robinson if they felt like they could have played him in the summer. Which they did try to put him in the cat deal. Obviously, him and Randall, but it didn't go that way. They wanted DiVincenzo instead of Mitchell Robinson. So now, they like, you know what, we're going to hold on to him. He not making $30, $40 million. He's making $14 million. That's easy to move. You know what I mean? Let's see if he's going to be able to come back. And if he's going to be able to come back, then we lucked out. You know what I mean? I guess it's a roll of the dice right now, Shop House. The way it seems like everybody make it seem like it's a roll of the dice. But I'd rather for Knicks to roll the dice on 14 million and roll the dice on 35, 40 million. You know what I mean? Okay, you know what? If Mitchell Robinson don't come back next year, fuck, he got a spine contract. But then the only downfall that then you should have traded him. So I get that's why I said if they move him, they move him. If they don't move him, let's hope he come back, because he an asset, Shop House. That's what I'm trying to say. Mitchell Robinson's a good asset, no matter if we trade him or he play for the Knicks. He's going to help us one way or the other, whether it's on the court or he's going to help us get better off the court by trading him. So he's a winning asset, and that's what's good about having assets. He's an asset, and then I think when you got a good asset, you get a good return from it. Let's hope that I want him to come back, and I'm hoping he come back, Shop Howard, and get in playoff shape and be ready for the playoffs. That's my hope. If they decide to trade him, I just hope that they get somebody in there that's going to help impact the team, plain and simple, for me.
And from what you just said is the best thing. You get him out there and he looks good. He's easier now to trade now. Now people are more receptible to wanting to Mitchell Robinson. Oh, $12 million, expiring deal. Then he just took them all the way dang near there. You know what I mean? They got all the way to 7th game, and whatever happens, I think I could give you these two guys over here. Maybe I'll throw you about 2 or 3 seconds to, you know what I mean, or something like that, you know, in the deal. So it can happen. You know what I mean? I like the way that analogy you put out there right there. You know, if he comes back in and he really balls out, makes it easy for him to train in the summertime.
Yeah, and salute Frank Matos, salute to the chat, salute everybody in the chat too, man. We just got it going on in here, man. Me and Shop Power just cutting it up, man. Having a little bit of outside of the pregame, the recap conversation, but overall, man, whatever I trust and believe in these guys. Whatever they do, they do. We ain't got no choice, no way. Whatever they do, they do. Whatever Julian Roldan gonna do, they do. Let's hope they do it for the better of the team. And I think they will. I think whatever the Knicks do, they're gonna try to prove this team. I can tell you that. That's one thing I believe in with the way they built this things from far as they've been here. Whatever they're gonna do, the New York Knicks will do something to make this team better one way or the other. And I know they will do it. Or unless they believe they got it there already. Whether it's Bacone Daddy or any of them, that because they're not playing on me, they don't believe in them. They might be at this present time. They just can't. I'm not playing. They can't help me the way I want to right now. And maybe that could be his philosophy. Like, okay, you know what? Listen, if Mikal can't stop him, what the hell you think? What do you think this cat gonna do? You know, if he can't stop him, what the hell you think this cat gonna do? And I ain't even talking about not minutes for rest. I mean, forget the rest of. Could Hacker Purdy have stopped Nas Reed last night? Tiz probably like, hell no. That motherfucker ain't stopping. They start before he do. Gerald considers a man start before him. So if Gerald, what made he think that that's what he could be thinking. Like, if my man Pressure Chua can't stop Nas Reed from doing what he's doing, what makes you think Hacker Purdy could do it? It might not be the skill set that he had for that time of the game. And I think the reason why these young boys are not playing, they're not defenders. We got the top offense in the association. Them guys is not defender. We don't need their offense because that's not what we lacking in. So that's the reason why the only reason I can see why Taylor don't play these guys, Shop Powers, is because their skill set is not what we lacking in New York right now. We got the top 3 offense in the NBA. Our defense is not ranked there, and them 3 dudes we talk about are not defending. I'm not saying nobody's bad. I'm not saying Hacker Purdy not ready. I'm not saying Petcone Daddy not ready. I'm not saying Tyler Cole is ready. What I'm saying is Tibbs don't think they ready. Not me. Tibbs. He not giving them in because he don't think they there. And that's and that's what it looked like his plan. Because I don't believe Tibbs would not play a kid if they was going to help. I don't believe Tibbs. That's
a fact. I do
not believe for 1 minute Tibbs would not play a kid if he don't think he can help him. And I know Tibbs is a winning type of guy. He got a winning mentality. RJ played his rookie year. Quickly played his rookie year. Obi Toppin played his rookie year. I guarantee you, none of them 3 guys we talked about right now, and this is just recently, none of them dudes are on Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes on level yet. They're not even there, bro. They're not there. Them 3 dudes that we got, and I love them. They will be there. They will be there maybe next year, the year after. Just like Deuce McBride. What did Deuce McBride do? He sat on that bench spot minutes for 3 years. And then he went and got a pop. And I look at him. Knicks gave him a bag because he earned his money. He went out there, earned it, worked hard on his game shot powers, and the Knicks rewarded him. I think that's what happens with these kids, man. Just give them time, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think they're near where Quentin Grimes is right now. I think Kolek from an offensive bag, he got a bag to play in the NBA. But he still would be a liability because good as he might score, he's going to give up a lot of points. He's going to give up a lot of points, and he don't play no defense like that. Trust me. So it's a tough situation for Tiz, man. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because if no Shop Out, if you play the guy and they stink up the joint, they wasn't ready. Why you put them in there? They wasn't ready. It's like you Tibbs in a no-win situation in New York. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Some people gonna be happy with him, some people not. Some people don't think he's doing a good job. Some people do think he's doing a good job. But it's just tough, you know. That one of the better coaches to me in Nick Jersey since they built the franchise just don't get that love that you know. And I know he ain't the greatest coach where he tough minded, you know. But damn, the man winning games, Shot Powers. The man winning games, bro. And if you want to critique him for not winning the championship, that's fine. That's fine. But other than that, man, the man been winning, bro. We've been winning. So I don't know what to say, you know, about that, man. He's a good coach, man. I wish his team. I can't wait till his team get together. You know, but last night definitely without Cat, no call every time, definitely didn't help last night. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday, but I'll tell you right now, 104 in Boston with 4 seconds left. Hawks in Boston, 104, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. You know what I mean? There you go. Then we play that team next, and we probably playing a team. One of them teams we playing in the next week or two. I know we got the Hawks Monday. I think Boston coming around the corner too, but that's 104, ladies and gentlemen. It is going down. Shout out who you want to win that game.
I'm about to turn it on right now. See what's popping. I definitely, I don't want Boston to win. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Ain't no big. Ain't nothing big to ask me. I definitely snap, what's going on? I definitely don't want to see no Boston.
Yeah, they beat them this year too. You're right. They did beat them early this year. I thought they beat them twice. Or there was that somebody either Cleveland or the Celtics that I think the Hawks beat twice. I could have sworn that was. I don't misinterpret what I'm thinking about, but misspeak what I'm saying. But I think them guys beat one of them two teams twice. But anyway, I definitely want the Celtics to lose, man. Because you want the Hawks to lose, you think that we ain't gonna catch them. Oh, Cavs, thank you, Nick 100. The Cavs, yeah. They, Hawks got a solid. I'm amazed with the way what they put around Trae Young and them. And you got to give Trae Young kudos for hanging in there with that organization. Still find a way. They 21-19. And we 27-16. So it started to get bunched there. And like I said, we won lost game. We won in the loss column right in front of Milwaukee. So that's why I said the Knicks got to tighten up. We can't play 500 back, but we got to really get on our grind, man. Let's hope Cat come back and we figure this thing out, man. We don't want to get no trap with the way this thing's bunched up. Because you look at, like I said, anybody and right now, Magic got 20 losses, Pacers got 19. They beating Philly right now. And Jay Chovy, you might get your wish, my man. I think Philly lose tonight and lose one more. And B gonna be, I think, almost 10 days, something like that. So I do think if they don't pull nothing off, you might get your Kelly Oubre and all their Drummond trade, bro. You never know. Or you might get the Kelly Oubre trade, which I'm damn sure be mine about, for real. So, but anyway, it's tight, man. It's tight. So we got to win some games. Get back to some winning ways, man. I hated we lost that game. I'd love to win that game to get 2 games in a row, but the ball didn't bounce our way, and it went their way, and we didn't come up about certain ends of our aspect of our game, and we lost the game. So now we 27-16, still third in the East Conference, but it's getting tight, Shot Powers.
Yeah. I'm over here trying to watch this. Oh, I don't even know. It's on some other channel. It ain't on TNT. Yeah, man. I mean, we got some more talking about on Monday, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's pretty much it, man. The team is where it's at. We're still got good rankings. We still do some things great. We still do some things good, and we're bad in some sections. And hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we can see some change in what we can do better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we just got to get it going. I think we will, man. But salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in, man. We thought we were gonna keep it short and sweet. That's why I had to open up the panel. My bad, but I thought we would keep it short and sweet. But we kind of had some good conversation. So, but listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got Martin Luther King Day. We got the Atlanta Hawks in the Garden, man. Let's hope we can.
What time is that game, Divine?
3 o'clock. I tell you right now, that game is. Hold that thought shop out. I get it right to you. It is the Hawks is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Monday.
I'm gonna try to work some wonders.
Yeah, we definitely 3 o'clock. We might be all right. Yeah, 2 o'clock. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one, man. And like I said, they're in overtime right now, but if I'm not mistaken, they went to overtime, 106, 107, 106. The Celtics, and like I said, 76ers lost. So tomorrow gonna be big too, ladies and gentlemen. Heat and Spurs, Bucks and 76ers. That's why I said I think the 76ers is done. They lose tonight and then lose against the Bucks on Sunday. Tomorrow. That means they'd be like 11 games behind 500, something like that. And other teams winning. And so that's going to be a good game tomorrow as well. Then you got Nuggets and Magic. Even though they're down in Orlando, the Nuggets going to be down there. So that's going to be a pretty good game. So it's always some good game. Oh, yeah, you got Cleveland tonight against Minnesota in Minnesota. Cleveland and Minnesota tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully Minnesota can get on a winning streak and beat Cleveland tonight. Then I won't feel so bad after I lost. They beat the boys tomorrow. That's why I didn't feel bad when OKC beat us. Then they turned around and beat Boston. They're like, okay, they just that good. So if the Timberwolves beat the Cavaliers tomorrow, they just that good. Just like they beat us, they beat them. So that's what you want to see tomorrow. Just hope tonight. So even though that's gonna be a back-to-back. Let's see what Minnesota could do with Rudy. See, here's another thing, Shot Powers. Look at that center matchup. Rudy Gobert against Mobley and them. And you got Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland against with my man Conley and Edwards and and Randall and them. So, man. That's gonna be interesting, man. But listen, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Give me your last words, man. We're gonna cat, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see y'all on Monday.
Salute to the family in the chat. Salute to you, Divine, as always. I'll talk to you tomorrow and stuff like that. See y'all on Monday. Peace.
Peace. Salute to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in, man. And real talk, man. Hit that like, subscribe for y'all. Lead the thing. Good conversation, man. Our Knicks took it on the chin the other day, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to bounce back. And hopefully we come out here Monday and play a better game, better defense from the three-point area. And just overall, just hope we might get cat back. If we don't get cat back, we still got to go play these guys. We got to make sure we got our game. We'll talk about on the pregame on Monday, man. Till then, man, y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Shot Powder, holla at you, my man. Salute to everybody.
You're
man.
ready.
Peace.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat because we touching on facts. And plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talker. We cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes, the Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQ eating, we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride.